They done got me back up in my beast mode. Business man set up in my street clothes. Always kept that shit 100 like a C note. Been knocking at the door, they been watching me through the peephole. Unappreciated, but I call it underrated. Cause they hate you when you grinding, but they love you when you made it. Had my song and never played it, now I'm owning, I'm your favorite. Hey, smiling in my face and be faking, that shit amazing. See, I was patient, I just had to wait my turn. I been in it for a minute, they say you live and you learn. To whom this may concern, spitting nothing but facts. And they ain't gonna even front. A lot of people turn their backs when I was down and out. Now these diamonds got me drowning out. Design on my back, wearing some shit, you gotta sound it out. Count all this money, y'all this money gotta round it out. Bitch, I been the shit today, my fault that you just finding out. All up in my DM, but at first you didn't see him. It's crazy how that shit could change from AM to PM. That she wanna be my BM. That shit would never happen. Bitches, you dreaming? Wake up and let's get back to rapping. I'm attacking the track like a train. And they ain't stopping till the people know my name. Don't get it twisted, this shit never been about the fame. It's crazy how they try to crop the picture that I paint. Gassing all these weak-ass rappers like ain't nothing up in my tank. But it's cool, cause I'd rather be driving straight to the bank. It's all love, but I'm sure it come with the hate. And I'm a different breed, it's gonna be harder to replace. I'm underrated. For real.
Luxury Productions presents Survival of the Fittest podcast, a product for the people, by the people, where dreams go further than bullets. With your hosts, Lucky XL and Monz Logan. Let's go. Yeah.
Top of the morning, it's your boy Monzy Baby, Monz Logan, and this is Survival of the Fittest podcast. My co-host Lucky XL couldn't be here today. You know, he got to get to it, but his energy is definitely in the building. And today is a special show, man, because I got a brother, you know, I just came in contact with him just a few months ago. I was privy to a dope stage performance. I mean, dope, that's an understatement. A superb stage performance. And I said, man, this brother is special. You know, I did a little bit of homework, find out you sell out. This brother sold out the House of Blues. And not only that, 18 consecutive sold out shows. You know, he turned the whole meaning of pandemic to let's go get it to the bandemic. You see what I'm saying? And in that time, he co-headlined a tour with Gorilla Zoe.
Yeah. Well, it was Gorilla Zoe, Twister.
Oh, come on now. Man, this is none other than a brother, man. If you don't know, now you know. My homie, my brother, Taco, man.
Yo, what's the word, bro?
Oh, man, the word is excellence, brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Man, let's start off, man. How your day been treating you, man?
Good, man. I actually just got back from St. Louis, you know what I'm saying? I came right off the plane, you know what I'm saying? And came to see y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm literally working off like 2 hours of sleep. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, man, I feel that, man.
Yeah.
You know, you definitely got what it take, man.
yeah, the energy's still gonna be here though. Don't worry about it. I got you.
Oh, man, I felt it, man. I felt it when you pulled up. Like, oh,
Yes, sir.
man, the brother is in the building.
Yes, sir.
You know. So I got to address the elephant in the room, man. You know, the name, man. Like, what's the meaning, Taco? Where did that come from?
That's literally the first question everybody asks. Nah, but I try to make a long story short. Pretty much when I was younger, all I wanted to eat was tacos. Like I used to throw like temper tantrums if they cooked anything else. You know what I'm saying? My grandparents raised me. You know what I'm saying? So my granddaddy used to always be like, "Man, we got to figure out a way this kid eat." Because I was a little skinny kid.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So because I didn't want to eat nothing. You know what I'm saying? I used to spit it out, throw it away. Like I really didn't eat anything else unless it was a taco. So my granddad, he came up with a plan like, we got to get this kid to eat other foods. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So what he did was he just bought like a almost like a year supply of tortillas, and whatever they cook for the night, he'd just wrap it in a tortilla, make it look like a taco, and I just ate it that way. So he was like, "You know what? I got something for you. Your name Taco."
There we
you know
go.
So it just stuck with me since then. I just kept it real. I just kept it authentic. You know what I'm saying? Just kept my name the same. You know what I'm saying?
I feel that, man. You know, that's, being an artist myself, you know, I went through, different names that didn't necessarily represent me personally.
Right.
You know, maybe a trait of mine, you know, but Monz, that's my birth name. And it's something different about the energy of that name, the world, your parents, your people know you from.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's why I kept mine the same. Like everybody knew me from Taco. So I'm like, I'm just keep it the same, you know what I'm saying? Everybody know me from it, so.
Nah, I feel that, man. Yeah. So you said you was raised by your grandparents, man.
Yeah.
What was life like? I got a brother who was raised by, our grandparents.
I mean, it was, of course, some humble beginnings, you know what I'm saying? But, they took care of me, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't have the stuff that everybody else had, back then, but, they still took care of me. They made sure I had food, you know what I'm saying, and a good place to stay, and I was good, you know what I'm saying? And that you know, grandparents, they gonna discipline you. I was raised right, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? So yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, man. This brother, he called me. You know, I told him, hey, man, you know, can you be here at 5? You know, but get here about 4:45. You know, and he like, man, I got you. And at like 4:40, he's texting me like, hey, man, it's a bad accident, man. He's saying I ain't gonna get here to 4:55.
Yeah, I went on Black People Time, man. I was I was literally like, man, like we left out early and everything. You know
I'm gonna tell you that ain't Black people time. You know
nah,
why?
I'm messing with you. I'm messing with you.
The communication is key.
Yeah, facts.
You could have been 18 hours late. But that communication is what makes it all, you know, what makes it gravy, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
You know, and so speaking of that, man, you know, like, I see how you move, bro. Like, you communicating well, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, like, as far as it, you know, with that, like, is it a team behind you that's doing that, or you know?
I mean, I got a few people that's, you know what I'm saying, that you know, a little small team. It ain't nothing too major, but a little small team. Everybody know what they got to do. You know what I'm saying, to get it done. But I feel like key like you said, communication.
Right.
That's like the key thing. You know what I'm saying? As long as we got some type of communication, we can have success. You know what I'm saying?
So Taco, what side of the city you from?
See, it get tricky because I done stayed like on every side of the town, side of the city. But I was born and raised in Leclerc Courts. It's like 45th and like Leclerc.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, then I've been living out west, you know, then all my life. So
So you're west side about heart.
yeah, but west side about hard, yeah. But I was born and raised Leclerc Courts, you know, in the southwest side.
Right off like Cicero, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Now, see, it's some people that argue
The
that
projects, man.
that's the west side.
Hey, that's how I feel. But you know, I guess I'm both. You know what I'm saying? I'm a south and west side. You know what I'm saying? But I done stayed in damn near every hood and where every, you know what I'm saying? K-Town, L-Town, M-Dub, South Side. I've been everywhere. So that's why a lot of people know me in different, you know, areas. You know what I'm saying? I've been everywhere.
You could tell like you wear that. Like, you know, it ain't no real one way to define the South Chicago, you know, person, because it's so many different dimensions when it comes to it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. What side would you say influenced you the most?
I would probably say I'd say Leclerc Courts because of course born and raised there. I learned a lot, you know what I'm saying, being in the projects, you know what I'm saying? Just like I said, humble beginnings, I learned a lot, you know what I'm saying? I learned a lot of survivals type of things. Shout out to the pod, you know what I'm saying? But I learned how to survive in different situations, you know what I'm saying? So we went through a lot, you know, in the projects, you know what I'm saying? Saw a lot, you know what I mean? So being there and seeing what I saw, it really showed me how to move, you know what I'm saying, growing up, you know what I'm saying? So,
is that where you got your start musically?
No, actually, I got my start musically on the west side. But, you know, I everybody know me from playing basketball, you know what I'm saying? So I was this basketball star, so everybody just knew I was going to be this basketball player, you know what I'm saying? But deep down inside, I really wanted to do music, you know what I'm saying? But I took advantage of basketball since I was good at it, you know what I mean? And I went to college on a basketball scholarship. I went to 3 colleges.
What high school did you play for?
Michelle Clark.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Michelle Clark. Yeah, but I ended up going to University of Iowa, then NIU. You know what I'm saying? I went to community college before all that. I ended up graduating from NIU. You know what I'm saying? So that was my.
I went to NIU too. I ain't graduate.
Oh, really?
I went.
Oh yeah. A lot of people went because it's one of those type of schools. You know what I'm saying? You go, but you know what I'm saying? It's really hard to complete it because there's so much going on.
Absolutely. You know,
it's lit, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, it was hard for me because it was partying every day. You know what I'm saying? And then of course trying to keep up with, you know, what's going on. So tough, but. I don't know how, but I made it happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, that's having them, you know, those grandparents.
Yeah,
man.
yeah. It's like I said, I was raised right. You know what I'm saying? I always was one of those people that if I start something, I got to finish it. Like I can't start something and not finish it. You know what I'm saying? I feel incomplete, so I just had to. If I started it, I had to finish it. You know what I mean? So that's why I was there with it.
So you said the West Side is around the time that you know is where you began to pursue music.
Yeah.
What was it like? What was that moment? You said, "Man, I think I want to do this."
My moment actually happened early on. I was probably like 14 years old. I had went to this open. I had signed up for this open mic, and it was, of course, an adult open mic. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't even supposed to be in there, but I signed my name up. When they called my name, I went to the front. They was like, man, you don't even supposed to be in here. What are you doing in here? You know what I'm saying? But they let me go. They let me do my thing. They said, you know what? Since you already here, you already signed up. Go ahead. Just show us what you got. And I went up there, I spit a 16, and the crowd was going, they just went crazy. They was giving me a standing ovation. I was like, dang, maybe this is something I should be doing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that was my, you know what I'm saying, my first moment, like musically. I knew like, okay, I probably can do this. You know what I mean? So my second moment, I had did like a song in high school, like my very first song ever released. Of course, before viral was viral, you know what I'm saying? People was more so like using the word of mouth, you know what I'm saying? So it was, everybody was talking about, man, this he got a decent, you know what I'm saying, song. I had remixed that the Shauna Get Some Head joint, you know what I'm saying? And they heard that, I had remade it, and it was crazy, bro. Like it went viral. Like I said before, viral was a thing. You feel me?
And that's amazing. Like, you know, a lot of artists don't understand like that. We'd like to give a special thanks to our sponsor, Playpen Vodka. This premium vodka is gluten and sugar-free, and it's the only vodka that's cold vacuum distilled at temperatures of 50 degrees or below for that smooth and clean finish. Playpen Vodka, pour then play. On the ground grind, you know, back in the day, you know, the hand-to-hands with the CDs and all of that stuff, man. Yeah. You still think that like that's a important part of the journey right now?
I mean, not right now, but I still do it. You know what I'm saying? I got an old soul, bro. Like I still do a lot of the things that you know that we did back then.
Right.
And I just mix it up with the new things. You know what I mean? Right. So I do it all. I still got hard copy CDs. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I still got the big joints. I got everything. I got everything. The posters. I got taco head. I got all type of different merch. You know what I'm saying? Like from like old school to new school. What they got now. You know what I mean? Flash drives. I got everything. So
yeah, man. Yeah. I mean, and you got to cover all your bases because you don't know the medium of your fan base.
Exactly.
You know.
Exactly. Yeah.
So like, what gives you that insight? Like, cause you sound like, man, a marketing genius over here, brother.
I mean, just me. Going in trying to be different than the next artist, you know what I'm saying? I felt like I had I had one up on them, you know what I'm saying, going in, because I already knew that marketing was the most important thing of it all, you know what I'm saying? And so I went to school for marketing. I got a degree in marketing. So I'm like, you know what? I'm finna kill them, you know what I'm saying? Because I saw a lot of the things that the artist wasn't doing. I'm like, they just putting out songs and just think it's gonna just, you know what I'm saying? It don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? You got to put some type of marketing behind it. And so I just started doing all type of crazy stuff. Like, and I was still coming up. So I was doing billboards, you know what I'm saying? It was like billboards all across the city. You just seeing Taco. You're like, who is this kid Taco? You know what I'm saying? Just all type of crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? I was going to different hood stores. I was putting my flyers in there. You know what I'm saying? Just dumping them in all the hood stores. You know what I'm saying? All the places that everybody go eat at. You know what I'm saying? The restaurants. So you just constantly seeing Taco. Who is this dude? Like, who is this guy? You know what I'm saying? So I just knew if I could pound it into their heads. You know what I'm saying? And then to their sight, they'll come accustomed to who this guy Taco is, you know what I'm saying?
Quick question for you, Taco. Now, image and marketing, is they like one and the same? Because I see the way I see your image now.
Yeah, I feel like it is. Yeah. I feel like I mean, I just be me, honestly. It's just something you know, so like I said, I came from humble beginnings, so when it's time to, you know what I'm saying, put it on, I'm gonna put it on, you feel me? I just like looking good too. So but I do feel like it's your presentation, you know what I'm saying? Your presentation is very important as well.
Right.
I remember this guy. I remember I was on the west side, 290. I was getting off of 290, and I saw this, of course, rapper. They was outside handing out their CDs, and he gave me a CD in a plastic thing. You know what I mean? And I'm like, man, you know what I'm saying? It just looked terrible. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, bro, I had, gave him a little game. Like, you need to make it look a little more presentable. You know what I'm saying? It got your name wrote on it in marker. Like, make it look a little more professional. And I guarantee you'll be able to get more of these off. You know what I'm saying? You charging $5 for it. You know what I'm saying? People probably looking at it like, man, what is this? You got dirt all on the plastic casing of it.
Crumbles.
Yeah, exactly. So you know what I'm saying? I feel like presentation is very important in the game. You know what I mean? It gotta look good. If something look good, just, you walk past a woman and she looking real good. She thick. You know what I'm saying? She look nice. She got her clothes on. You feel me? You're more likely to want to talk to her. You feel me?
Versus half the battle.
You feel me? Yeah. Versus you see her, she got stains all on her joint. You like, man, keep it moving. You feel me?
Right.
So it's like presentation is very important. You know what I mean?
Yeah. A lot of artists don't understand that. You know, and I guess it's the lack of having somebody that has insight that understands, like, man, your marketing is probably 80% of the battle.
Man, you hear me? I feel like a little more, but
Yeah.
I feel you. I feel where you're coming from. That's how I feel about it. You know what I mean? So,
but on top of that, a lot of guys, it's some guys who master the marketing, but the product isn't solid.
Yeah.
But that ain't the case when it comes to you, man.
Yeah.
Man, like I've been vibing to your, to your playlist. What I mean? Just playing all of your,
type of different joints
you got.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, this brother got joints, man. Like the world need to know this.
You hear me?
Know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
So like, man, what's some of the struggles you feel like you faced getting to that point of just a further reach?
And it was tough, man. Like I told you, my background is in basketball, so I had everybody telling me that you can't do music. You a basketball player, you know what I'm saying? So I came from like, man, trying to overcome that, you know what I'm saying? Like, let me show these people I could do this, you know what I mean? So it was real tough for me. Like a lot of people, they just come in as an artist, you know what I'm saying? I came in as a hooper, so everybody was like, man, you a hooper, you know what I'm saying? But I had a lot of struggles, bro. Like my first show, I had 4 people show up. And I was this popular basketball star. I'm thinking everybody finna come out. I'm like, just off the name, just off me, you know what I'm saying, me being popular in the city for hooping, I'm like, everybody finna come to this show, you know what I'm saying? I pull up, 4 people came. You know what I'm saying? So I could have quit then. Y'all could have been like, man, you know what? Maybe this ain't something I should be doing. You know what I'm saying? I could have quit then, but I just kept like, I just, like I told you, like once I start something, I can't stop it until I finish it. Until I make it. You know what I'm saying?
Tunnel vision, a laser focus.
Yeah.
And so I just locked in, like, man, you know what? I'm gonna get some bodies in this building. So the next show, I just kept building to 8. Then just 16. It just kept building over time. And once they saw that I really had talent in music, they were like, okay, maybe he can do this. You know what I'm saying? So it just kept growing like that. And by the time I booked my next major show, I sold that boy out. You know what I'm saying? And then I haven't looked back since, honestly. I had booked myself. I had went into the venue, asked them how much the venue would cost, paid whatever the venue price was. I remember it was at the Wire. I'm sorry, it's at the JC Martini Club. It's out west actually up north on Belmont. It was a big joint, like probably like a whole probably like 900 people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So imagine going from 4 the first major show to the next big major show, you know what I'm saying, that is sold out.
So you was doing your own promoting. You was basically setting up your own show.
Exactly. And so that's what I was doing. And so what happened was the owners for these venues, they started hearing my name because I'm selling out their joints on a Tuesday night.
Right.
They're not even used to getting traffic on a Tuesday night.
Right.
So they're like, man, who is this kid Taco? You know what I'm saying? He just sold my venue out. You know what I'm saying? So of course they talk amongst each other.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They owners to venues.
Right.
And so this owner told the next owner at a different venue, book this guy Taco.
Right.
I got booked for the next joint. Sold that boy out.
Right.
Booked for the next joint. Sold that. So it was just this domino effect of me just constantly grinding, selling out these shows, getting these bodies in these buildings.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so, like I said, selling out on Tuesday, Wednesday nights, Thursday nights when they not even used to getting traffic. So it was a buzz. It was just buzzing. You know what I'm saying? And it was to the point where they was like, man, you want to do these newspaper articles? You know what I'm saying? We put you in the newspaper. They even put me in the Sun Times.
Right.
As you know what I'm saying, local artists, constantly selling out shows, and that was really my like breaking point. Like, okay, people are starting to know my name now. You know what I'm saying? And of course, it's a unique name at that, so it just stood out even more.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so I just went from there, bro.
It's crazy because as I'm listening to you speak, I feel like I remember some of these moments. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially with the name, and like it all makes sense now. Like, come on, you're not gonna forget an artist named Taco.
Exactly.
You know, Taco got a whole day. Taco Tuesday. You know,
you hear me?
What
exactly,
I'm saying?
Man. So it's like, and everybody loves tacos. It's like you probably have found like 2 or 3 people that don't like tacos out of the world. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, it just really stuck out. So I was kind of glad I kept my name what it was, because it was just like, okay, it stands out. You know what I mean?
Man, your first mind, your best mind, bro.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So, you definitely, I definitely see the influence of like the grandparents and giving that structure to just get, to have that laser sharp focus.
Definitely.
Now, go ahead.
So Taco, tell us about this new album, Underrated.
Man, classic. That's really the only word I can really say, classic. I got a bunch of joints on there with different artists, you know what I'm saying? Big artists, Wiz Kid, Of course, we all know Wiz Kid nationally. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Got a joint with him. It was crazy. Like it's called Liquor. Y'all make sure y'all check that out. I got Jennifer on there. It's an artist from New York. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Shout out to Jenny. Know who it is.
Exactly. See what I'm saying? So I got Nico Baby on there. It's a dope album, man.
Yeah.
It's a real dope album. I feel like I gave it a little bit of everything, so you could kind of see, you could kind of gauge and see like, okay, he could go in whatever bag you need him to go into. You know what I'm saying? And I always define it as balance. You know what I'm saying? Because I got a little bit of everything. You know what I'm saying? I got something for when you go to the club. I got something for when you leave the club. I got something for when you sad, happy, mad, whatever the case may be. Up, down, however you feeling, I got something for you. You know what I'm saying?
So what's your process in the studio? When you going in, when you recorded this album, what was the whole process of getting it done?
Honestly, I felt some type of way when I was recording this album. So like my first the song, the intro, you could kind of hear it. Like I felt some type of way because I felt like I was seeing all these different lists out there, these different lists of artists, like top artists in Chicago, and I wasn't seeing my name. Like I wasn't even in the honorable mentions. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I felt some type of way. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like I was underrated. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, how is it that I'm doing all these different shows, constantly selling out every show in the city? You know what I'm saying? All these newspapers writing about me, all these blogs writing about me. But every time I see these lists, I don't see my name on it. So I felt some type of way. You know what I mean?
On your show.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So I had a chip on my shoulder, like going in. So you could hit it, you could hear it in the very first track, the intro track. Like I was on the, they done got me back up in my beast mode. Business man set up in my street clothes. Always kept that shit 100 like a C note. Been knocking at the door, they been watching me through the peephole. Unappreciated, but I call it underrated. Cause they hate you when you grinding, but they love you when you made it. Had my song and never played it. Now I'm owning, I'm your favorite. Hey, smiling in my face and be faking. That shit amazing. See, I was patient. I just had to wait my turn. I've been in it for a minute. They say you live and you learn. To whom this may concern, I'm spitting nothing but facts. And they ain't gonna even front. A lot of people turn their backs when I was down and out. Now these diamonds got me drowning out. Design on my back, wearing some shit, you gotta sound it out. Count all this money, y'all this money gotta round it out. Bitch, I been the shit today. My fault that you just finding out. All up in my DM, but at first you didn't see him. It's crazy how that shit could change from AM to PM. That she wanna be my BM. That shit would never happen. Bitches, you dreaming? Wake up and let's get back to rapping. I'm attacking the track like a train. And they ain't stopping till the people know my name. Don't get it twisted, this shit never been about the fame. It's crazy how they try to crop the picture that I paint. Gassing all these weak ass rappers like ain't nothing up in my tank. But it's cool, cause I'd rather be driving straight to the bank. It's all love, but I'm sure it come with the hate. And I'm a different breed, it's gonna be harder to replace. I'm underrated. For real.
Damn.
And that's just how I felt, you know what I mean?
I feel you, brother.
I felt that way, bro. Like I felt like, man, like how am I constantly being overlooked by my peers, you know what I'm saying? The people in the city that's musically inclined, you feel me, when I'm study doing what I'm study doing, you know what I mean? Which
okay, so now that we own that, let's talk about the city and the artists. Well, what do you think about how the cities, the rappers in the city, what do you think about the culture we got going on right now?
I mean, look, man, I have nothing bad to say about my city, you know, but I do feel like a lot of the music that's being broadcast, you know what I mean, or being looked at in a major way, it's not really the music that I feel like should be, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't know, man. I don't have nothing negative to say about the music that's being made, but
the narrative that they trying to tell.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly. It's like, man, y'all constantly screaming, stop the violence or stop killing everybody, but we constantly broadcasting the music that's you know what I'm saying? That's
right. No, I get it.
It's crazy.
When I listen to your music, I hear a lot of love.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
definitely.
You know, no, even if it's a little bit more gritty, you still feel like I feel the compassion.
Yeah.
You know, in it. And that's missing.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Like we had
let's go back to the storytelling. Let's go back to the, you know what I'm saying? Let's go back to the love. Like, where the love at? You feel me? But at the same time, like if we need to go there, we could go there. But you know what I'm saying? That shouldn't be like the main focus. That shouldn't be the main thing that everybody is broadcasting, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Because we study preaching, stop the violence, stop killing my people. And then we cut on the song 2 minutes later, I can't, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Like what?
Everybody got ops.
Yeah. So it's like, man, you know what I'm saying? Where the love at? You know what I'm saying?
Man, we had Slick J. Adams on here, and he was saying, you know, he R&B guy. He was like, man, you know, they had to eliminate R&B. One, they wasn't gonna give, you know, us two leading genres.
I do feel like that. I do feel like they trying to. I feel like that though. That's crazy.
You know, that. And then secondly, you know, they replaced it, like they took all of the love out of hip hop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I remember when the gritty rappers started making songs that, you know, that the ladies liked. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, man, okay, he get it. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah.
That's what it is. And it's like, it felt like overnight, all that shit just vanished. It was gone. You know
I
what
feel
I'm
the
saying?
same way, bro. I swear I do. I feel the same way. But we're gonna bring it back. We're gonna bring the love back. You know what I'm saying? Like, they ain't making the rules saying we can't bring it back. You know what I mean? So let's bring it back.
Now let's get to like some of them early influences. Like, who was that first person, that first song you heard? You was like, man, ooh, this shit is dope.
It was Tupac. Tupac, Dear Mama, man. He in that joint, like, you know what I'm saying? And seeing what my mama overcame.
Right.
You know, like I told you, I was raised by my grandparents, you know what I'm saying? So my mama was out of the picture. She was, you know, on drugs. You know, so she told me, don't be ashamed to tell your story. Tell my story, you know what I'm saying? Let the people know. And early on, my mom was on drugs, you know what I'm saying? So my grandparents had to take care of me, you know what I mean? But just seeing all the stuff she overcame, you know what I'm saying? And then hearing that song, it was just like, man, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
She overcame everything, came back and got me when she, you know, got clean, you know what I mean? And she took care of me after that. So just hearing that song and how it related to my situation, it just like, man, yes, this the one right here. You feel me?
Yeah, man, Pac had that, he had that thing, you know.
Yeah.
He understood. I mean, he had a very complex life himself.
Yeah.
You know, so you can't really make music that authentic if you ain't really
exactly.
been through it. You know what
he
I'm
was
saying?
passionate.
Yeah.
You felt what he was trying to say.
Yeah, you felt the passion in it.
Yeah, you felt it. And I was listening to an
he really
interview.
went through this. You know what I'm saying?
I was listening to an interview the other day, and one of the guys was talking about Pac wasn't a lyricist. He was a storyteller. Now, I was a little confused because I'm thinking lyrics are lyrics. No matter if you're telling a story or if you're just using metaphors, it's still lyrics if you write them down on the paper. So how can he not be a lyricist and because you think he's a storyteller? Because he was saying, well, Biggie was a lyricist.
Right.
And I was like, Biggie told a bunch of stories in his songs too.
Yeah.
You know, but it's always a comparison who was the best.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they both were great. In my opinion, they both were great artists, but they both were different artists. You know, it goes back to like verses, right?
Yeah.
Bone Thugs and Harmony and 3 6 Mafia. Outside of New York or inside of New York, they the same motherfuckers.
Yeah, exactly.
Outside of New York, come on, fam. This ain't even no even matchup.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
comparison.
Right, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's the same thing when it comes to Biggie and Pac. Those are two different artists, you know, and they both had, you know, they contributed a lot. But I do feel like when New York brothers talk about lyricism, I think they base it more so off of English language. You know what I'm saying?
That's
and like,
deep, yeah.
oh man, he's using, you know, he's rapping in soliloquy or you know what I'm saying? Whatever, you know what I'm saying? And like my brother said, you know, I thought, you know, lyrics are lyrics. If you write something and it moves the people and it's thought provoking,
Exactly.
that's lyricism, right?
Yeah, that's
Would you
how I
consider
feel
yourself a lyricist?
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, man. I mean, it is important to understand, like, going back to what you said, that they broadcasting, you know, a frequency or, you know, a energy out there. And it is, you know, great to be aware of that. You know what I'm saying? So I could definitely tell that you consciously go in there and create.
Yeah,
man.
I honestly try to just use like real life situations, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Stuff that people can relate to, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what moved me with music, you know what I'm saying? Like I told you about the Dear Mama joint. Like I feel like I related so well with that song that I was super engaged, you feel me? So I just use real life situations.
Man, that's people need that.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you think when you going through some shit, you the only one in the world going through it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then when you see somebody who have a big enough platform to actually get it out there to the masses and see like, damn, man, he went through this.
Or even worse, people be going through way worse than you going through. So, you know what I'm saying? So,
you know,
and crazy.
Yeah. So what in this point right now, you know, just the success that you've had, you know, or that you're having, I should say, you know, everything that's coming to you, like, what are those things that keep you grounded?
You know what? It's crazy that you asked that because just me, like, I got a message the other day. I get messages all the time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I look through them, you know what I'm saying? From different artists and different people that just reach out to me. He's like, this guy hit me up. He said, man, talk, like, I've been watching you for like 5-6 years. He was like, man, you inspire me. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, man, just hearing like things like that, like I inspired somebody. You feel me? Like he was just like, I've been watching your grind for a minute, just seeing what you've been doing. Like, bro, like I really respect you. I'm really inspired by you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just keep doing what you're doing because I'm following in your footsteps.
Right.
Just little stuff like that. You know what I mean? Just seeing those things and it would just keep me grounded, keep me like, okay, let me push even more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So people could use what I'm doing and possibly, you know what I'm saying, follow the same footsteps. You know what I mean? So
how'd that make you feel when he
man,
when
it
he told
made me
you
crazy. I'm like, man, I inspired that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, like I got the power to move. It inspired me that I inspired somebody else. So I'm like, man, let me stay on my, let me stay on my grind and stay locked in. You know what I'm saying? I probably could inspire even more. You know what I'm saying?
And you definitely a humble brother because I remember where I met you at Jiggy Bar's album release party. We were all chopping it up downstairs. Probably had a few to sip.
Yeah.
And you was like, oh man, Brittany on right now. Brittany Carter I'm talking about right now for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Go check her out.
Yeah, shout out to Brittany. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I'm like, man, I've never witnessed an artist cut a conversation short and fan out over another artist. And I thought like that was the most beautiful thing ever, man.
Definitely, bro.
And in that moment, like outside of seeing that amazing performance that you put on, just feeling the energy, you know what I'm saying, radiating off of you and all that. That was like the cherry on top. I'm like, man, this dude is a rare breed, bro.
Yeah, man. Just being genuine, just being me, bro. Like, I love music. I love people that's out here trying to do something positive, so why not support, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because like I said, I was once that dude seeking for the support, you know what I'm saying? So just seeing that and just showing love, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
So tell us about your stage performance. I see you won the 312 Performer of the Year.
Oh, yeah. 312 Best Performer, Live Performer of the Year. Man, I do a lot on stage. I ain't gonna lie.
Right.
it'd be more than a concert. I feel like it's a show. It's a show and a concert.
Right.
Experience, exactly. Perfect. I got the dance. My last show, I had a drum line. You know what I'm saying? I had a full drum line.
The whole band and everything.
The cannon and shit out there.
Full drum line. I had a full drum line that brought my dancers in. Then I came in right after the dance.
So you do a lot of rehearsing there.
Yeah. Most definitely. Do a lot of rehearsing with the whole team. I had the smoke machines, all that shooting. Right. It was crazy. Like confetti machines. It's an experience. You know what I'm saying?
I like to hear that. I like when rappers take this
a lot into seriously. Most definitely. I just invest a lot of money into my performance because that's my favorite part of music is the performance side of things. I perform, of course, with a live band as well. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Tell us about that.
Yeah. Man, it's crazy. I remember just me wanting to do something different than the next artist. I always see artists, rappers, of course, because a lot of R&B artists they use it. They use bands. But when I was coming up in the city, I'm like, man, ain't no hip hop artists using the band. You know what I'm saying? What could separate me? You know what I'm saying? So I just added a band. I met a guy. Well, actually, I went to school with a guy by the name of Adam. So shout out to Adam. I chopped it up with him. He was like, man, I see you doing music. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yeah, I see you doing the band stuff. So I need to put together a team, you know what I'm saying, of a band so I could, you know what I'm saying, play with a live band. He was like, man, that'd be a dope idea. So we ended up doing it. At the second show I was telling you about, the first show was 4 people or whatever. The second show, you know, so the bigger show, it was crazy. We ended up using the band and I saw the reaction from the people. I'm like, oh yeah, this gonna be my thing. You know, in the band.
So you got bass player, drummer, guitar, everything.
I got bass player,
backup singers,
drummer, pianist, that's it. Yeah, 4-piece joint. Yeah.
And I mean that's important when it comes to like live music because that's what live music is. You know what I'm saying?
Live music, yeah, exactly.
And it makes every experience different.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Versus you performing off of an MP3 or something.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I just wanted to be different too, man. I love live music myself, so I'm like, man, this is dope. This gonna be dope.
That's what makes you stand out from the rest.
Exactly.
I hate when a rapper just go on stage and just put their track on.
Man, you hear
just go at it.
And then they got the vocals on the track, so they shout over their vocals. You can't hear nothing.
Right.
You
There's an echo in the room, so it's like, damn, shit bouncing all over.
Yeah, like what did you say? I can't even hear what you saying, fam. You know what I'm saying? So just having that different element, man, just separating me from everybody else.
Man, so with modern technology and everything that's going on right now, like independent is seem like it's really been a wave that everybody is going, like that old system, isn't really working. Like, can you describe to me like your experience in being an independent artist?
Yeah, most definitely. Because I've been both. I've been signed. I've been independent for, of course, the mass majority of my career.
Right.
Being independent, man, it's tough, man, because like you gotta do a lot. You know what I'm saying? And I don't have a manager, so I never had, I had a manager before, probably for like 6 months.
Right.
But I'm so used to doing everything on my own. So when something ain't done the correct way,
right,
you feel me? I feel like if you ain't gonna do it how I'm gonna do it,
get out of there.
You gotta get up out of there. So just being independent is real tough, man, because you gotta do it all. You know what I mean? You gotta spend that bag. You might not get a return on your investment on a lot of things. You know what I mean? But you gotta keep it going. But it's very tough. So I feel like having a deal with an engine, a deal that makes sense.
Right.
With a decent engine behind you, it make a little more sense than being independent until you. You don't have to sign your life away. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You could do that for a little while, get your name up, buzz, and then you can go back to independent. You know what I'm saying? Take advantage of what the deal you had. You know what I mean? That's what I did.
Nowadays, it shouldn't be. You shouldn't get fucked as an artist.
Yeah, exactly.
Nowadays,
but a lot of artists don't know going in. They don't know the business. You know what I mean?
Right.
A lot of people don't know the business. It's like going to McDonald's and people know that the sandwich was 99 cents, you know what I'm saying? But when you go in there, they try to tell you that the sandwich is $7.
Right.
And you like, you know what I'm saying? You don't know, so you just pay the $7. You know what I'm saying? You like, okay.
So desperate.
Exactly. You're so desperate. You like, I'm so hungry. Like, $7. Here go to $7. You know what I'm saying? Not knowing that the person that just went in front of you paid 99 cents for the same burger. So it's just like, you got to know what you getting yourself into first. You know what I'm saying? So I went in with leverage because I knew the business. You know what I'm saying? So they're like, man, this kid, he know what he's talking about. So we can't pull one over on him. You know what I'm saying?
You think they would have tried to?
Of course. They was gonna try to. They saw how I was talking back. They're like, oh no, we can't do that with him. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna have to draw this contract up a little different. You know what I'm saying? Than we would if it was, you know what I'm saying, little Teddy. You know what I'm saying? So
and you notice the artists that that actually took some form of an independent route to begin with before they got with a major.
Yeah.
They actually had more longevity and success financially, in the game.
Right.
Like I just discovered, I didn't know, I've been listening to the Isley Brothers my whole life. Right. I mean, of course, they ain't our generation.
Right. No, I've been listening to, you telling your age.
Ain't nothing wrong. I'm proud of that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that's what
But, I found out their parents was in the music industry.
Oh, dang.
So
I ain't know that either.
Right. And I mean, was today years old when I figured that shit out. You know what I'm saying? I found that out or whatever. But those, the business, going back to what you said, it's like, man, you got to definitely have your business in order, first. Know who you are as an artist, what it is you need as support.
Definitely.
Versus just taking the low-hanging fruit. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. You got to know.
Yeah.
So when you go in, do you speak about publishing? You like, look, I want 50, I want 80% of my publishing.
Look, I speak about it all. You know what I'm saying? I go in on point. Like y'all gotta come off a lot. You know what I'm saying? Right. So like, for instance, the deal I had with Sony.
Right.
At the time, I was trying to get my music heard in different cities and states. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, look, y'all want me? Y'all gonna have to put together my own headlining tour.
Right.
You know what I mean? Y'all gonna have to do the marketing behind it. So I won't have to flatter these cities in advance and try to get people to come out. I need y'all to do that part. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I did a lot of the things that I feel like was necessary for me to tell them that I needed. You know what I'm saying? Right. And they got the people out. Like even like when I did my first headlining tour, I was going to these different cities and states. The venues packed out.
Right.
I ain't even had to do nothing. You know what I'm saying? But because I told them exactly what I needed them to do.
Right.
A lot of artists don't know. That's what I'm saying. So they get taken advantage of. They don't know. They don't know what they need. You know what I'm saying? They just going in like, oh, deal? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They so excited about getting the deal that, you know what I'm saying, they end up getting fucked in the long run.
So what gets you to that point that Sony is, taking a meeting with you and said, hey, this is what we trying to do?
Yeah. I actually met Mike on some out selling out shows. You know what I'm saying? I was selling out shows consecutively. You know what I'm saying? Like literally back to back to back. And so people was talking about it. Like I said, the blogs was talking about it. So they're like, who's this kid from Chicago, Taco? You know what I'm saying? He hit me up on social media. I ended up having a show like 2 weeks after that. And I'm like, look, if you interested, you know what I'm saying, you interested in what you saw and what you heard about me, just come see it for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Come get the experience yourself. And so he was like, look, I'm gonna fly out there.
Right.
Like, I'm gonna fly out there. I'm gonna spend my money, fly out there. I'm gonna fly a couple people with me. We gonna come check you out.
Right.
And he flew out to a show. I don't remember where the show was at. But I know I sold the show out for sure.
Right.
Sold the show out and I killed it. Like killed it. You know what I'm saying? Killed it to the point where he was like, look, can we talk like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? As soon as I got on the stage, he like, look, can we go we need to talk. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, look, let me get the sweat off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we chopped it up and it was all she wrote.
Man, that's
what's
up, man.
Yeah.
You know, and
I made sure it was like I'm more of a passionate person, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm more of but if the money gonna come with it, come on, bring it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
absolutely.
Like, I love music, of course, but why not get paid for something I love doing? You know what I mean? So come on with it. You know, so I made sure that the check was right too. So you know what I'm saying? Not only was the contract right, but the check was necessary too.
So they offer you them, you know, them 10 multiple M's for that catalog. You gonna have to consider that, huh?
Man, I don't know, man. It depends on the situation. Like I said, like depends on if it's gonna be something that's gonna life changing. Because I can always make some new music that's gonna be fire. You know what I'm saying? So I understand when artists do that. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't feel no type of way because I feel like if you know that you can make something way better than what you made before, then you good to go.
I mean, and looking at the artists and the numbers, at least that they put out there that they taking, like, I get it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's
that's what I'm saying.
Music. I can do this in my sleep.
Exactly.
I could take this 200 M's
and be good for
create this other. Not even that. Let me create this other thing over here that I've been thinking about, but also that as well.
Yeah.
You know,
Future sold this catalog, right?
Yeah, 80 mil.
Yeah, why not?
I would have did it.
I would have did it too. Because guess what? He's still on all the.
He's still
right 100s, billboards. He's still on all that already with new joints.
No, absolutely.
That's what I'm saying. If you could do it again, then why not? You know what I'm saying? Check it back.
Yeah, and I mean, and that's the nature. That's like what business is about.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. You want to build something, create it to the point where it's like, okay, man, look,
exactly.
Go ahead and take that. Let the people who are gonna take that and create that and do whatever they're gonna do with it, and you go do whatever else you've been putting on hold these 20 years. You've been building this business. Yep. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So, yeah, man. So, man, talk to us about this new single you got out right now, brother.
Oh yeah, it's Excuses, man. It's a joint called Excuses. Shout out to Federo. It's featuring this artist from Atlanta named Federo. He a dog on the singing side. We put together this joint. It's crazy. It's a crazy joint. It's a relatable joint, of course. Back and forth between. It's just like a situation back and forth between you and your girl. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a back and forth. Me on the first verse. Telling her how I feel about, you know what I'm saying, about the excuses that she claim I'm making. You know what I'm saying? And her on the second verse telling me like how she feel about the excuses I'm making. You know what I'm saying? So it's
something that we all go through.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Something that we all go through.
Oh, absolutely.
We all go through.
Shit.
You know what I'm saying?
That's life.
Yeah, exactly. So you know, you all we everything ain't always peaches and cream. You wake up with your girl. You feel me? It's always it's be them times. You know what I'm saying? You gonna have that back and forth. So it's being a human. You know.
Right. No, I definitely dig it, man.
But it's definitely a banger. It's a banger for sure. Yeah. It's a banger. Y'all make sure y'all check it out. It's available on all streaming platforms. Make sure y'all run them numbers up for me.
All the time. That's Excuses.
Yes, sir.
Taco.
Yes, sir.
All streaming platforms.
Yes, sir.
Now, Taco, I heard you say earlier that you didn't have a manager. Why is that?
I think I touched on that, but I think it was just me feeling like if somebody can't do what I can, if I'm already doing it, everything, and you can't do it to the same level that I'm doing it, then I don't need you as a manager. You know what I'm saying?
So would you consider taking a manager?
Yeah, I mean, it depends on if it makes sense. Like, if it's you could get me into some situations that I probably can't get myself into, then yeah, you know what I'm saying. If you could, we could lock in with I could lock in with somebody that's on the same page.
Right.
But we definitely got to be on the same page, and it definitely can't be me still doing everything. You know what I'm saying, that I could do without you. You know what I'm saying. So
now let me ask you this: what if the manager is able to do exactly what you're able to do? He's on the same page as you.
Yeah.
But he frees up that space for you where you can focus on
more on the music.
Things. Right.
Yeah. That's what I initially got the manager for when I did have one.
Right.
So I'm like, I'm doing a lot, man. Like this is becoming overwhelming.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I wanted to focus more on the music as well.
Right.
And so I was like, let me see if I can get me a manager. But when I got the manager, no shots to the guy. Like, no shots to my ex-manager. Like, I ain't gonna just throw him under the bus. It wasn't bad. It wasn't like all bad. But we needed to be on the same page. You know what I'm saying? In certain instances we wasn't. And so I was like, we just part ways. It ain't no bad blood. You know what I'm saying? Just part ways, and I'm going to go my way, you go your way. That's all.
And I mean, that's it. You know, situations outgrow themselves.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Definitely. So I get it. You know, you got to make the best decision for the business.
Exactly.
You know, and that's what it's about. You know, and speaking on business, you know, this ain't no one-trick pony over here, man.
Oh, no, I do it all, man.
Oh, man.
I'm a jack of all trades, bro.
I heard you got, what, a security, contract, construction, security.
Business.
Yeah.
I got that, and I started a sports betting business as well.
I was going to touch on that. The professional sports bettor.
Huh?
Say professional sports bettor.
Professional sports betting. So it's crazy. And I'll make this story real short because I came across this like a few years ago, probably like 4 years ago. I met this guy in Vegas. I had went down to Vegas on some, you know what I'm saying? You know, I actually went down there to shoot a music video.
Right.
I had a big pool party for this music video. It was super packed.
Right.
But before I could get to the music video to shoot the video, get to the pool party to shoot the video.
Right.
I was trying to gamble with the money I went down there with. And I went down there with the money just to front it for the video. Like, I didn't need to go down there to even use the money. I just took it down. I took $25,000 down there. And it was really when I first was getting my deal and stuff like that. And I had never had this much money at a time, you know what I'm saying? Right. Of course, I'm like, let me just pinch off of it and take 25 to Vegas and just fund it off for the video. I ended up waiting on my videographer to come pick me up. I was in the casino just waiting. I'm like, man, let me just go to the table and see if I can flip a little bit of this.
That nigga work for the casino.
You're flip it. You're like, I'm gonna flip this right now.
I said, man, what's taking this guy so long? I ain't finna be just sitting here though. So I ended up going to the table. I went to Baccarat. I don't know if you heard of Baccarat table. I went to the Baccarat table. I cashed in. First, I cashed in 10,000. Give me $10,000 worth of chips.
Right.
So I lost that. And I'm study checking my one. Like, he still ain't here. Like, I lost all it. I just got this deal. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So 10 go. Put up 5 more. Trying to get some of this money back. Like, man, I need some of this. I gotta get my money back. So by the time I look up, I'm down damn near 18,000, 19,000, damn near 20,000. You know what I'm saying? And the guy next to me, millionaire dude, I'm studying looking at his chips. He got $5,000 chips stacked to the ceiling.
Right.
So I'm like, damn, what the hell he do for a living? You know what I'm saying? But he tapped me on my shoulder. He said, man, stop. I'm like, what you mean? He like, I'm sitting here watching you the whole time. Like, lose all this money. Like, stop, bro. Like, he's like, matter of fact, come outside. Let me holler at you right quick.
Right.
And I saw them damn chips. I said, oh, whatever he got to say, I need to hear it. You feel me? So we go outside. Like I said, I make this long story short. We go outside. He like, how much you down? I'm like, man, I'm down at 20,000. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he was just like, what if I could show you a way that you can get your money back by tomorrow?
Right.
I'm like, what the, you know what I'm saying? We from Chicago. I'm like, bro. We from Chicago. I'm like, man, hell no, you trying to scam me.
Right.
So the whole time he was just like, no, look, I don't tell everybody my business. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure you saw the chips on the table. I'm like, yeah, definitely saw the chips on the table.
Right.
He was like, I'm a multimillionaire. I'm a sports bettor for that's what I do for a living.
Right.
And he was like, check this out. He signed it to his phone, his bank account on his phone. He showed me the phone. And I'm like, I never saw that much money in somebody's bank account, you know what I'm saying, before. I never saw that many zeros after the comma. So I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying? It was multi-millions. And I'm just like, man. He was like, man, I'll tell you what, meet me at the hotel tomorrow, the casino tomorrow. I'm gonna show you exactly what I'm talking about. I'm like, hell yeah. So I went to sleep immediately. Like, forget the video. I was so mad. Like, I was so mad. I didn't even want to shoot the video. I'm like, we can shoot it tomorrow after I get this money. Right. So I can have the money for the video. So I meet him the next day. You know what I mean? And he just told me, like, look, he did what we call a parlay. He gave me like a long leg parlay, probably like I think a 6 or 7 leg parlay. I put $4,000 on it. You know what I'm saying? He's like, look, it's gonna win. I get all the top bets from the top sports bettors in the world.
Right.
You know what I mean? These are guys that's putting up 1.5 million a day type thing. So I'm like, okay. I'm like, now, if I lose, you're gonna have to give me that money back because you telling me to trust you, but
but I'm from Chicago.
You feel I'm from Chicago, so I don't know. Trust is really high. You gotta earn that. So anyway, long story short, I put my $4,000 up. I ended up winning like $45,000
off the parlay.
Off the parlay, and I got it back right then and there, cash. Right. I'm like, damn. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I never even knew you could make that much money within that little time like that. You feel me? It's like 4-5 hours.
Man, explain to the viewers, what's a parlay?
A parlay is you pretty much betting multiple teams at one time. You know what I mean? So it's like you saying this team's gonna win, this team is gonna win, this team is gonna win.
They all gotta hit.
Yeah, and they all got to hit in order for you to win that bet. You know what I mean? And so that's all it was. And he was like, man, and then he tried to leave. He was like, I just wanted to bless you, man, bro. I'm leaving. I'm like, man, come here, you ain't going nowhere. Like, I got 45 grand. I give you something. I need to know how to do this from now on. You know what I'm saying? And so he was just like, you know what? You a smart man, because the average person would have took that 45 and just told me to go. I'm like, look, how much I got to give you to do this for life? Like, I need to be able to do this from now on. He's like, just give me like 10, 15,000. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I wouldn't have had this if it wasn't for you anyway. Gave it to him, and now I get all the bets every day from all the top sports bettors in the world every day, like for life.
You know what I'm saying? So to a website, or how you doing it?
So the way I do it is, if I made a bid, I turn it into a business. So I use what I already had as an LLC. You know what I'm saying? And I just added this on to it, and it's pretty much I do a Telegram. So like a Telegram group, it's like a private chat. You know what I'm saying? So every time I get one of their bets, I just place them in my chat.
And I just people can see the bet.
So people was seeing me win like every day. And so people started reaching out like, man, how can I want to do that too. So I was just like, I could turn this to a business. I could charge for this.
Hold on, let me get your information. Hold on.
You know what I'm saying?
Look, we were just talking last week. Like, man, what your shit looking like, bro? You know?
And so, and that's all it was, bro. I turned it into a business. I started charging people. People was reaching out to me, asking me like, how you win it every day? I want to do it too. And I just started charging, you know what I'm saying, for the service.
We got to go on and sign up. How will we?
How would you do it?
Yeah, how would we do it?
It's just like I charge $80 for a daily. You know what I'm saying? So you get the best for one day. It's $300 for a week. You get the best for an entire week, and then it's $600 for an entire month. You'll get the best every day for a month. You know what I'm saying? So it's pretty much you get my tickets. So you get who I ultimately go with, and then you get, of course, the top sports bettors in the game. You get their picks as well. So you can kind of choose or kind of gauge it based on if you want to go who I go with and go who they go with. You know what I'm saying? Things like that.
So what you looking like? 60%? What's the numbers?
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. We do. Look, you trying
talk your shit,
like,
boy.
Look, he trying to have somebody outside. He gonna have somebody. How much you say you made? No, I saw the interview. You said you made. It's like no, but it's some good numbers. We'll probably talk about it off air. But
we can
numbers
speak
for sure. Yeah, but that's pretty much it as far as the business go.
No, I mean that's important because like music. Of course, music is IP, intellectual property.
Yeah.
So it's definitely for a lot of us who's fortunate enough to take that route and be successful in the business, one of our first legit successful businesses.
Yeah.
But you also got to have that mindset to say like, man, this well ain't going to support me for the rest of my life.
Facts.
I got to figure some
different
other
avenues
shit out.
of income coming in. Most definitely.
Absolutely.
But I ain't gonna lie, like since I've been doing the sports betting business and the music, like I really like neglected my security business. I really haven't been doing that at all.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy. Like because the sports betting business changed my life.
Yeah.
Drastically. So it's like if I ain't gotta spend all my time working on, you know what I'm saying, worrying about this and worrying about employees doing what they gotta do, and it's a lot.
No, that's
you're
business.
dealing with that, it's a bit exactly. So it's more. I'm able to focus, like I said, more on the music now because I got something I could just like. I'm sitting right here right now making money. Like you know what I'm saying. So it's like I could do that, and be able to focus on what I'm doing now. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Now, just moonwalking back to the music real quick.
Yeah.
You such a a versatile artist. And it's like I listen to all of your music, and sometimes I'm like, oh, I can hear this person on that.
Yeah.
That's the producer in me.
Yeah.
What's an ideal collaboration that you see for yourself? Like it don't have to be anybody in hip hop, anybody in R&B. Just like the most off the wall. It's like a dream collab.
I'm gonna have to go with her, man. Like,
oh yeah, she dope.
So dope.
Dope. That's an understatement, man.
And she's super inspirational too, man. Like live. I don't know if you saw her live before. Just check out. Just go. You could even just YouTube.
Yeah, I've
but
seen.
Being there though, it's like so much different.
Played.
But just
she played, right?
Yeah, everything. She played.
She don't just play it. She do. She
from
drums.
overseas
She do
also?
everything. Huh?
Yeah. Is she from overseas?
I don't know. She kind of give me that vibe though. She give me that Barbados type of vibe. But I don't know. I don't know. I know she was Disney first, and then she just elevated it to the singer that she is today. So, but she's super inspirational and she cold. Like that's somebody I definitely want to do a song with for sure.
Yeah, man. Like, and we don't get that type of talent. You know, like it's never a generation where it's like 10 of hers that
exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Come out,
exactly.
Yeah,
and she a real musician. Like she do it all. Like you said.
Yeah. Now, is it anybody locally that like you would love to collab?
Yeah,
with?
man. I don't know if y'all heard of Jim Stones.
Yeah, man.
Man, Joe, like he one of the best. One of the best. Shout out to Jim Stones. If you see this, just know like you one of the best in the city, man. You inspired me to want to take this thing serious. You know what I'm saying? So
true Chicago lyricist, man.
Definitely.
I remember he had a little inspirational joint they used to play on Sundays. Man.
Oh yeah,
I remember that. Yeah. Like when I saw that, I'm like, man, Brothers is
he dope.
He doing what he
dope, bro. He dope.
Yeah.
He's super dope. I rock with him, so I definitely want to do it. I talk to him all the time. He came to my last show actually. He was like, man, Joe, like I just want to come support you. I'm like, dang, that's crazy. Like you don't even know. I looked up to you. But I told him that, like, man, like I looked up to you, bro. Coming up in the music business, I saw what you was doing, saw how you was spitting. Like you inspired me. Like so I gave him his flowers. He like, man, I didn't even know that. Like, thank you, bro. Like, but yeah, most definitely. Cool.
Man. Now, so what's next for Taco, man?
I got, of course, my birthday concert coming up. You know what I'm saying? I'm headlining at the Promontory, me and my band. It's gonna be crazy, bro. It's gonna be nuts. Like I'm gonna have a red carpet. So as soon as you walk in, we're gonna have the photographers snapping your photo. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be an experience for sure. Like I said, I'm gonna have my live band, have my dances. It's gonna be lit. It's gonna be a packed out venue as well. So
man, Survival of the Fittest definitely got to be in the building.
Y'all got to be in the building, man. Y'all got to be in the building.
So I see here you did the House of Blues. How was that?
Ooh, that was I'm speechless when it comes to talking about the House of Blues because it was just so many people there. I don't know if you saw the video, but I'll probably show you guys the video when we get off air. But it was just crazy. Once you see the video, you're gonna be like, okay, I see what you're talking about. Right. Like I see you. I was on stage then about to cry, like just seeing that many people. Yeah, I got emotional. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, I'm just sweating, y'all. Just a lot of sweat. You know what I'm saying? But I was really up there like, damn, I brought the city out. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn. But it was crazy, bro. It was like, I can't even put it into words how it felt, but it was like, House of Blues like 1,400 in attendance.
Yeah, it's beautiful in there when you went there.
And then it got the up top. I don't even have any fit up there, but I know the flow is like 13, 14. So like 1,500, 1,600.
Easy.
You know what I'm saying? So it was just like, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And man, you
coming from 4 people.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that should be inspiration in itself. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Coming from 4 people to
packing out the House of Blues.
House of Blues. Yeah. So that was like a dream come true. And it actually was my dream venue.
Right.
So when they reached out to me, I was just like, I was going crazy. I'm on social media, I'm going crazy. I'm pulling up on everybody like, look, you coming to this show. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I was grinding, bro. I was really out there like selling tickets. I was driving all across the city just to sell it. I said that in one of my songs. Driving all across the city just to sell a fucking ticket. I know. You know what I'm saying? Like that's real facts. Like I was I don't care where you was at. You was getting this ticket to House of Blues. You was coming. Right. Like I wasn't going. So it was
you
just
was cutting people off if they weren't. You
like,
if you don't come,
you don't come support me at this. This is my biggest one. You, like you say, you my friend, right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it was crazy, bro.
You gotta have that type of hustle, man. If you don't believe in yourself on that level, who the fuck else?
And that's what it was. It was bleeding off of me. Like people was like, "Okay, I'm coming to this show." Like, you making this one sound like, God, I gotta be there. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, bro, it was just bleeding out of me, and so people came to support. And then I look up, it's sold out.
Right.
And it's crazy because I told you it's like 1,500, 1,600 venue. With the up top, I think downstairs was like 14 or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, long story short, before the night of the show, I think it was only like 900 tickets sold. So I'm like, man, I wanted to sell this out. Like this is my dream venue. I saw Lupe there first, and he sold it out. It was crazy. The energy. I was just like, man, I gotta perform here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when they reached out, I was just like, House of Blues booking me, Joe. Like I was crazy. I was going crazy. But the night of, it was only 900 people that had bought tickets. I'm like, man, I fell short of my goal, but it's still gonna be a decent show.
Right.
Man, I looked up. I came out. First, I came out. You know what I'm saying? I came out like because I was in the back the entire time. I ain't want nobody to see me. I had came and shook a few hands, but I was ultimately in the back the entire time until it was time for me to go up. I came out on stage. I'm like, Joe. Did I I sell this boy out?
Right.
Like,
Right.
I just did like 600-700 tickets tonight. Like, what?
Yeah.
They was all up top. I'm just like, I'm gonna show you a video. You're gonna be like, damn. Then it was crazy. I came out there and they was just chanting my name, Taco, Taco, and just hearing from that many people,
Right.
Taco, Taco. It was like,
I was pumped up.
I'm like, oh, shit. Come on, man. Oh, it's sweat, y'all. It's sweat. I promise. It's sweat. You know what I'm saying?
So what you give them 2 hours? How long was the show?
My set was like an hour. You know, I normally do like an hour set. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do just a bunch of my joints that that everybody came accustomed to, the hits. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So yeah, it'd be crazy.
Now, you winning that 312 award, Performance of the Year. Do you still feel underrated?
Best live performer of the year. Getting that award, man. Like, because I do. You know what? I made underrated way before that. So
No, absolutely. we understand.
Yeah.
Right.
But I ain't gonna lie. Like, I still do. You know what I'm saying? Because like, I still do a little bit. You know what I mean? I still feel like I should be on another level. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
we're gonna keep grinding. We're gonna keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
we're gonna make it happen.
What you feel like you need to do to reach that next level?
I just need to get to these like I did before a tour in different cities and states. You know what I'm saying? Just getting my music out to a different environment, different cities and states. That's how it really is with me. And that's why I drilled that into to Sony before I signed with them. Like, look, I need to get my music heard everywhere. Like, I ain't trying to just be Chicago local artist. You feel? I'm trying to take this thing to another level. You know what I'm saying? And so me being able to build my fan base in those different cities and states was very vital for my career.
And the social media is pretty strong.
That too, yeah. Yeah, my social media, it grew on that tour. I think I started the tour like not even 100,000. When I got done with the tour, I'm at 400,000. I was like, oh yeah, that's what I need. You know what I'm saying? So imagine that, and that's why I ended up ultimately putting my last album, Underrated, on my personal website. Like,
right.
Because you ain't gonna get no money from it being on you'll get a little money of it being on different streaming sites, but what about if they come give me 100% of that versus giving it to the streaming sites?
Yeah.
Then I'm getting pennies on a dollar. You know what I'm saying? So I put it on my own personal site. So think about this. You drop an album, you sell an album for 15, the site that I'm using taking like 25 cents. So I'm ultimately getting 100% of that $15.
Right.
I go on tour, all these people buy this album.
Right.
My fan base grow to 4. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm getting damn near 100% of that.
Right.
So it's just like
you still using like a site like DistroKid for the.
I still use it, of course.
Right.
So that's why I found out where my music was spiking at. I said I could use these platforms.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And make it make sense. Like I see my music spiking in Miami. Oh, we gonna do a tour.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A location up. We're gonna do a tour wherever my music is spiking at. Wherever my peers listen to me at, that's where we're gonna go at. That's where we're gonna visit. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I did.
Smart.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So man, like that's the most important part about being an artist is seeing yourself as a business.
Yeah.
Marketing yourself to where the people see the value in you, the product, the service. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man. So before we get up out of here, man, definitely let the people know where they can find you at, brother.
Oh, they can find me. Well, I always say this because shouting out a lot of different, you know what I'm saying, social sites, and people don't be taking it down.
Right, yeah.
So what I'm gonna do is anything regarding me. So if you want to listen to some music, you wanna get some merch, you know what I'm saying? You want to find out where the next show at. You want to anything regarding Taco, you go to my website, tacomusicofficial.com.
Right.
And you can find everything regarding me there. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you want to find out where the next show at, get some tickets for it.
Right.
Go to tacomusicofficial.com. Go to my social media sites, Instagram, Facebook, everything regarding me. You just go to my website, tacomusicofficial.com.
So y'all make sure y'all hit that, blow that shit up, man. Tacomusic.com,
Tacomusicofficial.com.
My bad. Tacomusicofficial.com.
There you go. Let's get it.
Now, it's definitely been a pleasure, brother, man. Like, you deserve your flowers, all of that. You deserve your garden, brother, because beyond what the music, the talent is, the business behind the talent, you deserve all of that. Survival of the fittest, we ain't gonna rest until the world know who Taco is.
Let's get
you know
it,
what I'm saying? And I'm putting that challenge to the city. We can't rest until the world know who Taco is.
Let's
you know
get
what I'm
it,
saying?
man.
Because that's what it's about, man.
I appreciate
Ain't no
that.
more home of the haters. We
ain't no more
putting out
crab
that
in the
love.
barrel. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Like, all this stuff they put on our city, man. We gotta change the narrative, man.
all the time, man. You know, it's all about love. We on that love frequency right now.
Let's do it.
You gonna come back and join us again?
I'm definitely coming back because Lucky ain't here. I gotta chop it over
you
Luck.
definitely gotta chop
I'm
it
like,
over
Luck,
Luck.
how you had me come. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? But I get it. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, like you said, you know, gotta get that bag too
Right,
at the end
all
of the
the
day.
time, all
But
the
yeah, I'm gonna
time.
definitely come back. I gotta chop it over, bro. So I want it to be all us because it was a vibe. You know what I'm saying? It was a vibe already. So I know he gonna bring a little more. You know what I'm saying? A little more to it as well. So it's gonna be dope.
And we definitely gonna be at the Promontory on the 25th. You know.
Now y'all heard that right? Where the cameras at?
We gonna be at the Promontory
Which one
on
I'm
the
looking at?
25th.
Okay.
Look at all of
So
them.
we gonna hold.
Right.
I'm holding
We
y'all
gonna
to
be
it.
right. Yeah, we there, man.
You in the
know?
back? You coming too?
All of that, man. You know, but this Monzy baby, man, and Survival of Fittest, man, this is a product for the people, by the people, where dreams go farther than bullets. We out of here, you squares. Peace.
Windy City, birth the rebel. Raised in the shy, nigga on the level. Put in my work, I became a devil. Consider this